big needy one. Alright, I'll be honest, I have the fucking tattooing Cantina music louder than you.
I mean, as you should, though.
No, it's not right. It's not fair to you.
It is fair.
No.
It's what I deserve, Dan.
Though I will say I value your life a lot less than the Cantina music. Did I say that out loud? I was supposed to think that, but I mean, I guess...
Well, you know.
Reality hurts, I guess.
Reality does.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Frying Pan Podcast. A podcast centered around talking about Robert D'Onofrio's abnormal body hair. Care to comment?
I feel like I'm put on the spot here. I don't know why we had to go in that direction, you know? Like, I don't know why we couldn't just say we're a pop culture podcast that likes to talk about all things going on in the world, but like, hey, that's fine too, man.
Man, you really alley-ooped that home. That was good. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Regardless, as he said, that's what we do. My name's Dan. His name, it's Robert. May know him as, some call him Bobby, some call him, Heat Check. That's when, some people call him Mountain. Recently we call him Boulder Boy, just because he's built, man.
Yeah, you know me, man. Built like a fucking boulder.
Just the shoulders.
Just the shoulders.
You just have like skinny arms, but your shoulders are just fucking like...
I know. I'm like picturing basically like pectorals and just outwards is it like up to like stopping at the Adam's apple. It's just buff as hell and the rest is scrawny.
Yeah, it's like you're built like The Rock, but when you get to like the bicep down, it's as if like, you know when you have to like roll out the last bit of toothpaste from the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are your arms. Just like fully like skinny and deflated.
But like one of your arms has the Rock's forearms.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god! So you're Popeye.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have a horrible, life-threatening tumor.
I like that was like a neat character choice. That was like, yeah, this guy's strong. You see his forearms.
Yeah, that I always wondered that, and then I also liked in Popeye where like when he'd eat the spinach and he'd roll up his skin. And I was like, okay.
Well, wait, you don't roll up your skin after eating spinach?
Not recently. Maybe I should get back into it.
Get back into it.
I will say...
That's horrifying. That's actually horrifying.
It is a little bit. To start this pod, I would like to talk about my trip down memory lane I had this morning.
Yeah?
So my mom keeps, like, a lot of the stuff that I wrote about in, like, elementary school. So I went back and, hold on, let me grab my phone, because I had one great thing on there.
Alright, well, I'll entertain you while Dan grabs his phone.
Well, I got it, so.
Alright, he grabbed his phone, you've been entertained.
Good job, guys. Hold on, I need to find it. But it was a poem I wrote as a kid. Oh, it was a limerick. You remember limericks?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Totally. I can't, like, I loved having to write poems in elementary school because, and middle school, but mostly in elementary school, they're like, yeah, these poems have to have form. And then I got to high school creative writing, and the teacher was like, hey, if it sounds good, do it.
I mean, in high school creative writing, your teacher's like smoking a blunt in the corner, listening to lo-fi, and it's like, guys, you just really gotta express yourself,
Alright, so I don't know why we're trying to describe me as a teacher, but like, chill out.
Well, no, I had like 2 teachers like that. That's the only reason I say it.
That smoked a blunt in the corner listening to lo-fi?
Okay, figuratively.
How do you figuratively do that, Daniel?
You can't tell me that there's people that don't give off that vibe.
No, usually people that do that give off that vibe.
Okay, fair. Regardless, I wrote this as a kid, and okay, so it goes, there once was a very big guy. He really tried to fly. He got in the air, fell like a bear, and now he's in the sky. I wrote this at 5 years old. I literally wrote about someone killing themselves, and no red flags went off. No teacher was like, hi, Mrs. Sear, we just want to talk about...
Because it was bars, dude. It was bars, and that's why.
Fucking Miss Barry's like, oh shit, he's spitting.
Like, and you said bear, so they're probably like, oh, aha, bears are fine. They, you know.
Yeah, but it was like,
God.
there were so many things I wrote that were like, they were kind of just like morbid. I wasn't writing like about dead people or like how I see dead people or shit like that, but it was stuff of like, one of them was how do you cross the road? And I was like, you don't. You get hit by a car, and
You know,
no red flag.
You've been an edgelord since day one, Dan.
Yeah, like I'm just affirming it with myself, I guess. But I was really just surprised that no teacher was like, talked to my mom. Was like, hey, your kid's maybe a problem, but I mean, I guess I wasn't killing animals or shit. So like.
Yeah, you know, like, I'm sure your behavior is fine. Like, knowing you probably just didn't speak in the class anyway.
Yeah, I had my friends.
And to be fair,
yeah,
one reason why I couldn't have gotten brought up is like, our generation like started the whole kind of like speak up if you're not feeling okay with yourself type of thing. You know, like with depression, anxiety, and all that stuff. It still wasn't into effect until we were pretty much leaving school.
That's fair. I mean, us as kids. Oh, that's the thing. Like we always talk about it, and like I feel like I bring it up at least like once every 3 episodes of just like. We really could do anything, and there was literally no fear of, like, insane consequences, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same shit of, like, we could be out at, like, 8 o'clock, or, like, as long as we're home a little before the sun goes down, like, we could do literally whatever we want. Our parents are just like, it's fine, I'll see him again.
I know, there was one time me and my friends were like, yeah, we're gonna ride to, like, this lake. And we got the directions, and we printed them out on MapQuest. We didn't look at the fucking mileage, man. Like, it took us, like, 3 hours to ride there.
Oh, no.
Dude, our parents were pissed because, like, I brought out my little flip phone, because my parents, like, were like, well, if he is going to be roaming the neighborhood, he probably needs a cell phone. Yeah. So I was like, cool. Broke out the little flip phone, and I called my friend's mom. I'm like, hey, Christy? She's like, yeah. Well, we rode our bikes kind of far away. And she's like, where are you? And we're like, Bolton? and like, and before, like, that's literally like a 20-minute car ride pretty much from where we were. Yeah. So like, it's like we spent the majority of the day attempting to get there.
Did you ever get there?
We did. It's just like, after riding our bikes for like 3 hours, we were just so damn tired.
That's fair.
And it was like, we made this decision to go at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you know? It wasn't like an early morning endeavor.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it was flawed.
I mean, as a kid, that's fine, you know?
I mean, yeah, but like, now, like, looking back, like, I was just an easy target to like take.
Oh,
if it was like the vibe. I was like 11, 10, 12 maybe at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been like, hey kid, I'll give you a ride home, and I'd be like, oh sweet dude, my legs are tired.
Yeah, really.
But
I feel that shit.
Say la vie.
Say la vie.
Do you have any other weird things?
It was just a lot of cute things of like my childhood friends because we wrote it was my 2nd grade journal that I was reading through, and we'd write about like what we did over the weekend. And a lot of it was like, I had a great time. Me and Matthew played the new Godzilla game for the PlayStation 2, and then we went outside and played basketball for like 5 hours. It was so cool. But it was like 2nd grade me spelling, so every word was just fucked. Like letters were backwards.
Yes, me now.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Like numbers aren't even, not even numbers, sorry. Letters aren't even on the line.
Yep, me now.
It was a nice trip down memory lane.
It was... I always enjoy going back and like reading my older stuff, but then I'm like, wow, what has changed in my mindset to make this feel so foreign? Because like whenever I do, I'm like, did I? Like, I don't remember writing it. I don't remember feeling the experiences that brought those around.
Yeah,
to be fair, I'm older, marginally older. I'm basically dying.
Same, understandable. It's like, you know, you change, the world changes, you change with it and all that jazz.
Of course.
So, I'm not gonna write about the same stuff. I'm not gonna. One of my stories was I hit a walk-off grand slam in my Little League game, and then somebody threw the ball back, and I thought it was a ball, but in fact, it was a dragon egg, and the dragon hatched, and we were like, well, let's play another game since he's here. But the dragon struck out his first time. But the dragon did come back, and he hit his own walk-off grand slam.
Beautiful, Daniel.
You know, it's like, Dan, you on drugs? Not yet.
No, you're living, bro. You're living for the first time.
I'm high on life, man. I'm taking it all in.
Can I interject with, like, a pointless movie fact that I read?
Sure.
That I thought that was absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Interstellar, the 2014 one, apparently the black hole was so scientifically accurate, it took roughly 100 hours to render each frame in, like, the physics and the visual effects engine that they had to use. So, like, every second, basically, that the black hole was present on the screen took 100 days to render for the final copy.
See, honestly, just based on how much of, like, a masterpiece that movie is, I'm really not too surprised, you know what I mean?
Can I say something insane?
What?
I still haven't seen it.
Really?
I know.
Maybe this weekend.
Ooh, that could be a vibe.
'Cause,
you know, I want to get, like, I want to take, like, acid and watch it or something. Really send myself out into the abyss.
yeah, you're out there with them.
Yeah. I was reading someone's, like, recantment of a, like, a trip story, actually. And they were, they took, like, acid or something, and they watched Rogue One. And what part made me laugh was when they said, like, they took it and they were in, like, a car driving somewhere for, like, an hour and a half or whatever. Like, the guy was like, yeah, he didn't know it could kick in so fast. His plan was, like, to take it, and then when they get to the beach, it's, like, an effect, and they have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But it kicked in right away. So he was watching Rogue One in the car ride, and, like, he says they hit the only time he felt like he wasn't literally inside the movie is when they hit a bump and he dropped his phone. Like, I want that experience, but with Interstellar.
Honestly, what do you think the, like, perfect movie would be to watch that? Like, I think Interstellar would definitely be up there, but
It has to be. I feel like anyone that has, like really sharp colors and, like if it is thriller, like, not, like, something that can bum you out. Like, I feel like anything that will bum you out, like, with big gore and shit could be bad.
yeah, it'd be just, like, too intense.
Like, if I ever watch Game of Thrones, like, while tripping, I feel like I'd just come out of it depressed.
Oh yeah, 100%. Or, like,
Interstellar is good.
yeah, see, like, I'm trying to think of, like, very atmospheric movies, but all the atmospheric movies
Alita Battle Angel?
There's a scene where dude gets literally...
Godzilla?
Oh my... Actually, wait, Godzilla would be great.
Godzilla would be insane.
But, I was gonna say, there's literally a scene in Alita Battle Angel where a dude gets, like, sucked into a trash compost and, like,
Yeah, but
killed.
it's, like, very fantasy-like, though, so, like...
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I feel like that would help me rather than if it was, like, a horror movie, because, like, horrors are still scary, but fantasy always feels like fantasy.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking, like, would...
Avatar, the Blue People one, obviously.
That'd be good. I'm thinking if the new Blade Runner would be a good one.
That could be wild, actually. It'd be intense
Yeah.
at parts. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the list goes on and on.
Anything with, like, really good music, too.
Oh, yeah. Any movie with, like, a Hans Zimmerman soundtrack,
Oh...
which Interstellar has.
I was gonna say, like, what if we watched Dunkirk, but, like, I feel like I'd be too, like, morbid for me.
Yeah, Dunkirk's kind of intense.
It really was.
I mean, even though, what's the new one? 1917?
19... Something like... I never saw that. Like, I heard it was very good,
Oh, it's
though.
such a good movie. I mean, at least it was, like, it was insane in theaters. I don't know if that's one of those movies where it's better in theaters, but...
Ah, I see.
It's definitely the best
Okay.
war movie I've seen. Like, it's better than Dunkirk.
Word.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think Spider-Verse could be cool.
Oh,
on acid.
Spider-Verse would be really good.
Yeah. I don't think I can think of anything else, really.
Nah, nothing on the top of my head. Maybe just, like, shout out a movie name, like, when we're in the middle of a conversation.
The Golden Compass!
National Treasure! There's actually... Oh, there's, like, a new Nicolas Cage movie. It was, like, a H.P. Lovecraft film, and I feel like that one would be insane.
Oh,
It's something like All the Colors or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mandy.
Oh no, well you didn't you didn't watch Mandy.
Hey man, I don't think even if I wanted to, I could have, to be quite honest with you.
I like Mandy. I think Mandy's a good movie.
I think I was just, the whole movie passed without me realizing it was playing.
Mm.
Color Out of Space is the one you're thinking of, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other like wild movies there'd be. Like I always think Avengers would be pretty intense.
You'd probably like feel the punches.
Ooh, I know. Actually, Endgame could be like, if I was peaking as the Avengers Assemble part, like I think I would probably just like never live that down.
You'd probably you'd like just very like happy emotional tears.
Oh, you know I would. Okay, so now I have a goal in mind, is to time a peak with the Avengers Assemble.
Someone's definitely done that. Someone has definitely like done the math on that.
Well, I mean, like that's the thing. I wish it was as cut and dry as like, all right, I'll take it, and in exactly 2 hours and 22 minutes, I'll feel it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, like everybody reacts differently to different things, but I would not be surprised if someone was like, if you take this exact amount at this time, at this hour, it'll happen, or you'll peak at when the Avengers assemble. Like, I would not be surprised if you scoured Reddit for that knowledge.
To be fair, like peaking isn't like a 1 minute endeavor. Like you're peaking for sometimes an hour plus. So like,
yeah,
you do have a big range. It's more like if you give yourself enough time more than anything to build up.
I guess that's fair. I'm not too well versed.
It's like 2 hours a movie though before that happens. So like,
that's true.
Could be a move, Dan. You know, it's summer, and what do we do in the summer? Random shit to fill our time.
Fair. Hey man, I gotta be in the right mindset.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. I've had some good trips. I've had some bad trips. All I can say is that I would rather just do it on my own leisure, and I don't want to be in like a situation like, hey man, you want to drop acid because I'm at a party and someone has it? Like, no.
Yeah, see,
I'm good. Thank you.
Like when you were saying earlier that someone was like taking it before they went to the beach, I don't think I'd want to be in a public setting. I don't think I could trust myself to be in a public setting.
I mean, acid started off as the concert drug.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, that's kind of different to me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the guy was planning to do. Maybe it was like a total rave or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of get that though. Like, I mean, I enjoy taking psychedelics in the morning just because like it means I'm not like, it gives me enough time to come down so I can sleep and not feel like I'm just trying to sleep it off type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like if I took it and had to do stuff and complete set tasks and not just stumble upon things, like I would have a bad time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I've worked with people that have like taken like LSD or acid before their shift, and it's so baffling. Yeah, it was at a butcher shop. I won't out them, but like
that's even worse.
I mean, they weren't doing any cutting, so.
I was like, do you allow that?
No, I mean, like they were literally like in the corner, like putting packages of chicken out, and I would like walk over and check up on them, like, hey, how you doing? And there was one time they turned it was like I was talking to a sloth. He like turned to me with like the biggest smile. His eyes were so fucking like they're so like close. He barely had them open. He was like, man, I'm having the time of my life. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, dude, you be safe over here.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all, man. Like, if you were to release me out into the wild and were like, hey, man, you still have to do your job, I would be the most depressed person.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally like, I made sure he interacted with nobody.
Rightfully so.
Because it was like, people would try to like, oh, excuse me, sir, do you know where this is? And like, he couldn't answer, so he just pointed at me. It was the weirdest shift I ever had of anything I've ever worked.
I mean, I can see why, young Dan. I can truly see why. Like, interacting with someone like that's stoned is one thing, because like you kind of know what to expect. But like with that, like, man, I wouldn't even know what to expect from myself.
Very true. I'm feeling the same way. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was. I don't know. I think it's the weirdest like work-related story. Well, actually, I also almost lost my hand one time, but.
Oh.
Maybe we save that for another day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm down for that.
It's more importantly, there's a petition out right now to rename Columbus, Ohio, to FLAVORTOWN. And now you might be thinking, God. Is this just an Onion article? No, it's not. This is an actual petition.
It's real. It's real.
I have.
Okay, so like, do I have to be a resident of Columbus, Ohio, to sign said petition?
No.
I do not?
No, and even if you did, you could probably fake it.
I am currently signing this petition.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it as we speak right now.
Yeah. Currently, 17,000 signatures. Pretty fucking cool. And then, like, obviously, they want to rename it because it's obviously Christopher Columbus.
What? You said 17,000? I actually checked the petition on Change.org. It's actually at 82,000 right now.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, I mean, I guess this article is a few days old. But, fuck, what was I saying? Sorry, the Wii boxing music just makes me lose my train of thought every time. Oh, yeah. They won't change the name of Columbus, Ohio, because obviously with everything going on right now, people are, remembering that, like, oh yeah, Christopher Columbus, actual piece of shit. Why do we have a day after him? Because we're too lazy to get rid of it.
Also true.
Yeah. So, in all honesty, I feel throw that out the window entirely, I feel like Guy Fieri just deserves a town. He deserves a place called FLAVORTOWN.
He does. Like, he does, not just because of, his TV personality. He's just an all-around good guy. Like, remember when we were talking about, like, the last big time we were gassing up Guy Fieri, wasn't it, like, he was cooking for the firefighters at one of the big forest fires?
Yeah,
something like that.
He's done that. He's donated, like, millions. There was something about, I don't remember if it was sister or cousin, was, I think she was lesbian, so he got, like, registered to, like, officiate weddings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know, he's just, like, he's just an all-around good guy, and I think Guy Fieri deserves it.
Of course he does.
Also, one interesting fact about this, that I guess Bud Light tweeted that they'll distribute free Bud Light seltzer for the whole city if the petition is successful.
I sure as hell hope so. I mean, they need 150,000 signatures. They're at 82,000 currently.
Yeah. So, I mean...
I just signed them. I became one of them.
Yeah, fags. I will put it in the description. Please. Give it a look.
For the love of God, get this town changed to FLAVORTOWN,
yeah.
Please.
This is, I mean, like, this is the most, like, I guess, like, the happiest news we've had within the past few weeks. It's probably just my favorite thing I've heard in years, maybe my entire life.
My favorite thing is on this article, someone's like, I live in Columbus, Ohio right now. I wish it was named FLAVORTOWN. It's like, me too, man. Me too.
It's like, what's the downside? We have, like, places in Australia that are literally called just fucking. There's no reason.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a fucking, somewhere in Australia. It's like a town.
Interesting.
There's more shit like that in Australia. I just can't remember the names off the top of my head. But there's no reason we shouldn't have a FLAVORTOWN.
There is no reason why we shouldn't have a FLAVORTOWN. Like, I feel like we have more reasons for why we should rather than why we shouldn't.
Agreed. I mean, I will say, I personally feel FLAVORTOWN deserves, I don't know, I don't want to say, like, a better place, because I don't know how exactly Columbus, Ohio is, but I know people say Cleveland's kind of shit, so I don't know how Columbus is, but I'm thinking, like, get rid of fucking Los Angeles, turn that to FLAVORTOWN. Why not? New York City, FLAVORTOWN. New York.
Well, I don't want those hells to become FLAVORTOWN.
That's fair. Well, I mean, it's It's to each their own. Some people like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still, like, it's a reason to go to Ohio.
You know what? Yeah, you swung me. Yeah, now there is actually a reason to go to Ohio.
Yeah, like, they need this, man.
Because there's nothing else.
Well, you're not wrong. There is nothing else.
You go to Cleveland for your sports teams, they're doing great, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Newsflash, in case they're all shit. They're not good. None of them are doing well. But
Well, this is the year for them.
this is the year. This is the year Ohio is on the map. This is the year Ohio becomes relevant to the world. So,
Jeez, poor Ohio.
yeah, shout out the people that made this petition. Just makes
At least
me
they're not
sad.
Idaho.
Huh?
At least they're not Idaho.
Yeah, or like Wyoming. Or both Dakotas.
Montana.
Montana. You know, I had my babysitter when I was a kid, her son was the governor of Montana at one point.
I can see why she was babysitting you.
Yeah. I don't even know what you
Because
mean by
no
that,
one-
but like, yeah.
I don't either. I was just hoping it was going to be a yeah, move on type of thing. Would you like to hear another pointless movie fact?
Hit me.
So Robert Downey Jr. was paid $10 million for 8 minutes of screen time in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Really?
So about $1 million per minute,
Very respectable.
or over $1 million per minute, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, Robert D'Onofrio is just kind of... I said Robert D'Onofrio. Robert Downey Jr. It's the same fucking R&D. It's not my fault. Robert Downey Jr. is literally just walking money, to be fair.
Well,
That man...
his career's cool, you know.
I mean, that man doesn't have to lift a finger, or his kids have to lift a finger for the rest of their lives, just solely based off Iron Man.
Well, he helped build the franchise. I sure as hell hope so.
I mean, that's fair. He did that thing in Tropic Thunder, but nobody gets on him for it. I always find that interesting, especially in this day and age.
Well, we talked about Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface on the podcast before.
That's fair.
It just like the way he did it was just, I guess, tactful enough to where he doesn't get crucified for it.
Sure. That's fair.
It's not like he literally got given the role. Like, it's not like he just did it at a party for a laugh or like a comedy show. Like, he quite literally was casted as it.
Yeah, that's always so odd to me. But I mean, like, hey, fuck it.
Exactly.
Why turn it down? Got any other movie facts for me?
No.
No.
It was Father's Day this past weekend.
It was?
Yes.
Was that a movie fact?
Yes, it
I was waiting for the movie
No.
fact, Bobby. You gotta hit me with one.
Well, I'm bringing it up anyways.
Okay.
So it's been Father's Day this past weekend. So shout out to all the dads out there.
Shout
You're
out to all
chill.
the dads.
You're rocking. Do you have any dad stories you want to share?
I feel like I've told all of them on the podcast. All the ones I can't talk about.
I'll talk about one. One of my favorite I saw this as a post on Reddit of like, what's your favorite don't tell your mother stories with your dad?
Mm-hmm.
And mine was when he accidentally let me get I say accidentally. He let me drink with him like one time, a couple times when I was early on in my teenage years ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like every so often. Anyways, point being is there's one time where I actually got drunk. It wasn't just like, oh, Dad, I'm feeling kind of tipsy because I had half a beer. Like, it's like I just kind of got my hands on something and drank.
Yeah.
And I was basically just falling around everywhere, and like it was icy out. And I remember like I just fucking totally slid halfway down the driveway and I couldn't get myself up. And then I remember just being hoisted up by my dad, and he threw me over his shoulder. And I'm like 14, so like it's not like I'm small. And he threw me over his shoulder, and he just carried me inside and put me on the couch. And he went upstairs, or no, he went downstairs. And I was like, okay, where the hell did he go? He comes back up, and I'm still like, what's up, man? I am not doing great. I am spinning. Everything's bad. And then I proceed to just throw up all over our leather couches.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I passed out or just went to sleep, and I woke up and it was all clean. But like that's just a story with me and my dad.
Very cute.
Yeah. I actually told my mom about that recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her reaction?
It was like, oh wow. Well, he did tell me that, so I was like, okay, cool. Word.
Just want
Glad
you to know.
that was for nothing done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we'll exchange words next time we meet.
You can only hope. Yeah, I don't think I never had anything like that with my dad. We never did like drinking or anything. I still don't really drink with my dad, even though I'm like of age now.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely heard like people drinking with their dads when they're like 14, 15, 16. It's like, I guess it really shouldn't matter as long as you're in a controlled space. If your dad's like taking you to a bar and like giving you shots, that might be an issue.
Hell yeah, man. He took me to the pool house and he just fed me alcohol and set me out into the wilds.
Yeah, literally.
I came back with a championship and an ex-wife. What's up?
You go, Glen Coco.
Hell yeah, man. Age 12 was a weird time.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, I don't really have any topics, but I did have one thing I did want to bring up, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, Belle Delphine is back. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I think we've talked about her on the podcast, like when she was relevant, right?
Yeah, so Belle Delphine is like basically, I don't want to say she started like the whole like e-girl like spend money for pictures of me trend, but like she definitely made it very popular.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, with the Patreon and the OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she went on a long hiatus. She basically dropped off the earth. And the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I distinctively remember talking to one of my friends like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, huh, I wonder what happened to Belle Delphine. Or I was like, do you ever wonder what happened to Belle Delphine? And shit you not, a week later that video dropped.
Yeah.
Of her saying she's back. The way she dropped that she's back is a god-awful music video.
Oh yeah, it just made me feel uncomfortable, to be honest.
You know, I keep saying it is what it is, but like, you know, I applaud the effort. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, like, the effort that went into it, impressive. And
I mean, she's not lying, bro. Like, she still got them double thick thighs. Like, they haven't gone away.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she was advertising.
I don't like Bella Delphine just because, like, she tries.
The bathwater thing was kind of gross.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's mostly because, like, the way she presents herself is more of, like, an adolescent way. And it's very, like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, she like preys on, like, old people who are looking like pedophiles, essentially. And I don't like that. I mean...
Well, you know what? Those guys deserve to have their pockets ringed out.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, she's charging $35 for OnlyFans. And I think, like, a few days after that, she had already, like, 3,000 some odd people subscribed to it. So
I think it amounted to, like, over $150,000 or something.
I think it was 105,000.
That sounds maybe correct.
Yeah, I think it's $105,000 a month. And that was, I think, a few weeks ago. So I could only imagine what the fuck she's at
like
now.
A week ago. It was like a week ago.
Was it really? I thought it was longer.
Yeah, the video came out like a week ago.
Oh. I guess my whole concept of time is pretty fucked up as it is lately, so I'll trust you more than I trust myself.
It's okay. It's not because I just watched or anything, so I saw the timestamp on the YouTube video or anything.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. But kind of like you said, like I followed her on Instagram at first, and then like she started posting more and more weird shit of like covering herself in food with her ass out, and I was like, okay, I will literally not even be able to explain that if someone just looked over my shoulder and was like, hey, what you looking at? Like, at least if I'm following, like, models or e-girls, I could be like, oh, they're just a cute girl that I follow or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, with that, that's, like, Like, no, like, there is no explaining that. They're like, oh, you like food stuff? It's like, nah, bro, like, I don't know the controls to this. Like, I was, like, I don't like it. Okay.
Well,
I know, I swear.
yeah, it was like, the first picture she posted on it, I guess, got leaked, and it's literally her sitting in a bathtub filled to the brim with Doritos. And my first thought is, how the fuck do you get rid of that?
Like, wait, like the bathtub full of Doritos?
Yeah. Like you'd think you have to pour like 12 plus bags into a bathtub just for you to take like 10 pictures in it, and then you have to fucking get garbage bags and fucking shovel Doritos out of your bathtub.
Okay, how I would do it is, like, since I'm in the tub, I would just roll around in there and crush them up, all of them, and take the cuts to my body, and then take a vacuum cleaner, like a shop vac, and just vacuum them all up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, that works. You still gotta go through the process of cutting your body on Doritos.
I mean, you have to go through the process of, like, well, I mean, you're still taking pictures with Doritos, alright? There's no tactful way of doing anything at that point.
The whole thing's just fucking stupid.
It is, like she used to do stuff with, like, cake and eggs and shit. It's like, I don't know who this does stuff for, but, like, man.
It ain't me.
It ain't me, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I at one point found you attractive. Now I'm just concerned for your mental health.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's like, I respect, like, you gotta respect at the end of the day, getting your fucking bag, to doing what you gotta do.
Dude, she said it in the song. She's like, to OnlyFans now to get a big bag. Like, and that's exactly what happened. Say what you want about her, but just the sheer fact that she's got an ass and she at one point had a lot of followers, it guaranteed her money. So, you know, she's out here making business moves.
Yeah,
right?
She's got it. Not a fan. Don't support it. But I do have...
Wish I could do it.
I mean, you can, man. There's dudes OnlyFans that pop off. You just gotta...
Yeah, I'll corner my niche market. Like, hey, girl, you like Sasquatch?
Hey, girl, how you like your man? Furry? You got me.
Damn, baby, I hope you like thick legs, because that's what I got.
I don't like this. I don't like this anymore.
I don't like it either. I don't like it at all.
It's fine. We can move on.
All right, please do. Take this away from me.
Well, big shit happened in terms of like the online space yesterday of Mixer, which was like the air quotes rival streaming platform to Twitch, entirely shut down, and now they're partnering with Facebook.
So, like, what happens to said content creators that have been paid out already by Mixer? Do they now have to move to Facebook Gaming?
No. See, that's the thing, because, like, people only know Mixer because, like, you got Ninja and Shroud, very popular streamers. Ninja's contract was worth 30 mil, and Shroud's contract was worth 10 mil. They get that money, and now they just get to decide where they go. And, like, the thing is, they're really the only people that are benefiting from it, because like the smaller people that stream on Mixer are just kind of fucked.
Yeah, actually, like, what made them go under? Were they having troubles? Were they like going bankrupt?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know what goes on like inside the scenes for them, but like just from an outside perspective, they did not do a good job with marketing for it. Like they got like two of the biggest streamers and did literally nothing to change the platform. It's just like a poorly optimized thing. It's not user friendly at all, really. And I don't know, like I guess their mindset was just like, oh, we got two very popular people, that'll make people want to watch more on our site. But
same the way Facebook does, right?
Yeah, exactly. But not the case. I mean, like, Mixer's now partnering with Facebook, and I guess Facebook said, like, people that were signed to Mixer, they'll give, like, $2,500 signing bonus. And that's, like, the incentive to get people. And obviously, like, people that were streaming there before and have to, like, start all over, that's good. You know, get your 2.5. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's really shitty for the people that, like, weren't Shroud and Ninja on that platform.
Of course. Like,
It's sad because like they didn't get, I don't know, they didn't get like a warning. It was just very abrupt. Like I think the only people that would have known was probably like Ninja and Shroud, which is even more sad.
I mean, Ninja and Shroud are probably fucking hysterically happy with that. They get to go back to Twitch if they so desire, or they can sell it again for Facebook Gaming. But either way, they still got fat checks just for what, like spending half a year on Mixer, maybe a year on Mixer.
Just on like 3/4 of a year. It's insane. I mean, it's more crazy to me that like they got to keep all the money in the contract.
Well, it's not like they broke the contract, though, right?
No, like, I'm not saying they did anything wrong. I'm just surprised that, like, Mixer negotiated in a way that, like, if they went under, they still got the full contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it, like, a poor job on their end. I'd just say, like, I don't know, it's just odd. Because normally when that shit happens, it's like, they get what they had, and then the rest goes back to Mixer. Like, I feel like that's normally what would happen, but...
I mean, I feel like they could still make the case that, like, they lost out on a lot of growth time on like, other platforms. Like, I'm sure they could try and frame it so, like, they would, no matter what, would have to get the money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, do you think... Like, maybe Twitch was like, nah, we don't want them back as partners. They left us for money. Fuck you. Or I doubt they would be like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't think you can... Yeah, because I was having that conversation with a friend earlier, and I feel like you can't be that petty in terms of this. It's like...
I mean, they're Shroud and Ninja.
Yeah, it's literally like someone gave you, like, Bitcoin, and you were like, I don't want Bitcoin. I didn't buy it when it was cheap. Even if it's free, I don't want this. It's just like being stupid for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can agree with that.
It's just very interesting. I mean, I hope they go back to Twitch. I can only imagine what like Shroud's first stream back would be for numbers. But I also feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he just went to Facebook and got another bag.
I mean, but like Facebook has like a really bad rep though.
Yeah.
Like you would hope that they like there's so many places blacklisting Facebook right now. I mean, like even Ben and Jerry's, I'm pretty sure just is like, yeah, we're done with Facebook.
To be honest, on a side note, shout out Ben and Jerry's.
Dude, you saw their post?
Yeah, no, like Ben and Jerry's, the reason their ice cream is so expensive is so that they can pay like their fucking workers. And the amount of shit they've done in support of like the recent movements that have been going on, it's just like Ben and Jerry's is really fucking on it right now.
They have been. They're doing fantastic.
It's why like whenever I see or I buy like a Ben and Jerry's pint, I like don't feel bad. I'm like, I'm supporting good people, and that's how it should be.
You know, side note, now that you brought up ice cream, there is an ice cream place in Bolton that's actually along our like little drive path that we usually take when we hang out.
Oh yeah.
That I would like to stop to, and I'm only saying, you know me, I love to make plans during the podcast.
This is true. Well, we just give people an insight on our lives, I guess.
True. But it's a great ice cream place that I would like to stop at next time we're out and about.
I think I know which one you're talking about, actually.
Well, they're good. The one that's like the farm up in the hill or whatever.
I think I know. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It is
yes, sir.
But regardless,
I
don't know what'll end up. I hope Shroud goes back to Twitch. I feel like Ninja'd probably go to YouTube, but I don't know.
You think Ninja would go to YouTube?
That's what a lot of rumors are lately. Yeah, I mean, it's just up in the air. I mean, it's literally like...
I'm trying to think. Would YouTube buy them out?
They could. I feel like they could. I feel like they definitely... Well, no, I don't think they have more money than Microsoft, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean...
I would.
If Twitch was smart, they would just give them, like, max deals and just have a monopoly on streaming, but... I don't know. Like, I'd also see them not wanting to sign with Twitch just based off, like...
I mean, Twitch shouldn't have to pay them the money, like, because, like, Twitch Rivals is so popular. Every like, tournament is Twitch streamed, like... It's
Yeah.
not like they need them. It would just be more for them.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God, I really want to go on a Last of Us 2 rant, but
Do it.
alright. Well, in terms of gaming, Last of Us 2 came out. People were very excited for us because it's 7 years in the making. Um, I'll try not
So
to
it must be good, right?
I'll try not to spoil it. That's the thing that makes me the most mad whenever I talk about it, because it had everything to be like 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And like gameplay wise, it's the same as it was 7 years ago. It's still fun, but like to me, stealth games get boring towards the end depending on how long you're playing. Or like they lose their niche eventually. And fucking like sound design, everything about it, like soundtrack, phenomenal, really good. Game looked great, but the fucking story is so just fucked, and I'm so angry about it.
Is it the exact story that the leak showed? Is
Yeah.
that all come out to be true?
Yeah. See, that's the worst part. Like, even if it didn't get leaked, I think if it didn't get leaked, people would have been more mad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I don't know. I'm so frustrated. Like, I don't want to spoil it because I don't know who watches or who listens and is like interested in playing it, yada yada yada. But it's
the thing is, though, I've seen a few reviewers call the game not that bad, though.
we'll see. Like, they literally paid, like Naughty Dog's the people that made it literally paid people to leave good reviews. Like there was something like there were 6,000 reviews of the game before the game was even out, and there was not 6,000 copies distributed, like early access copies for them to review. So, good chance that they fucking paid people. Second off, like, not hundreds, but there are a lot of fucking people that worked at that company that literally left based off how shit they thought the game was gonna be. And obviously, like, Neil Druckmann, I don't know if it was Neil Druckmann was a piece of shit, but like, if they question like his idea of how the game should be, they wouldn't get fired, but like he'd get really mad and shit like that. Like there's so much shit there. It's just an absolute shitstorm. I don't know. I'm feeling like, you know when you watch a show and like you were invested into it and then it ends and you have like the post show depression.
Yes. Okay. At first, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but now it just clicked. Yes. I mean, it sucks for this specific case because, like you said, you've had 7 years of anticipation, and like, not only is it not what you expected, but it's also like it's being lied about. It said that it was good. Like, at least with Game of Thrones, everyone was like, "Yep, that's a disappointment." Like, and everyone agreed. But like with this, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like the reviews are selling pretty hard. Like, apparently even Donkey gave it a positive review. So like,
yeah, like I shit on it. I don't think it's a bad game by any means. I just think the writing is bad, and there's literally like zero character development on people that like there's multiple times in the game that like side characters that are like best friends with the main characters literally just get shot and killed, and they don't care. They do not react. And it's so I don't know. It's just so frustrating. It's so much wasted potential. Like, people are entitled to like it, and that's fine, but I feel like you cannot argue it is just poor writing. And, like, the plot is just fucked. I don't know. Like, I would say, like, I don't think it's worth paying $64.
I can get behind that. I feel like a lot of titles are kind of coming out to be like that nowadays, and I don't know if it's just because of our expectations have gone up or what, but like, I don't know, it's kind of sad to hear The Last of Us kind of get this shit ending, considering how rave-worthy it was for the last 7 years leading up to now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the first game, so fucking good. Like, there are very few flaws I can find in it. And the ultimate thing, there did not need to be a second one. There was no reason for there to be a second one. I am mad that they made a fucking sequel. And I'm mad because there's a possibility they'll make a fucking third one because the way this one ended. And it just didn't have to happen.
Oh, cash cow, baby, cash cow.
Yeah, milk that shit. Fucking slurp it up. It's just so frustrating. I get so heated about it. Because it's like, I want to like the game, because obviously, like, you like the characters, you like the plot, like, the premise of the story, you like... That's the thing is, like, I really liked some of the side characters. Like, I thought they had so much potential for them to be, like, fleshed out and, like, cool people. But, like, two of them are fucking worth it. The rest are just, like, throwaways, and it's like, then why the fuck are they there? I don't know.
It's bad writing, as you said.
Yeah, I'm just upset. I could go on for literally hours. I could go on for days. I could do a whole podcast about it if I wanted to, and it would last like 3 hours.
I believe you.
But I would just end up going in circles, so I don't need to, I guess. But regardless, like, you're entitled. If you want to play it, go for it. I'm just personally upset.
Not the vibe?
Yeah, well, it's like, because, like, I don't know. I feel like marketing a game as, like, some people are going to like this, some people are going to hate it, is just such a stupid fucking way to market something anyways. Because why would you not put something out that people would enjoy? Like, I get that their premise is like, oh, it's a dark game, and it's not going to be a good ending. But it's like, there's a difference between, like, having a tragic ending, like, written well, and you're like, that really sucks, but, like, it makes sense, and it's done well. And then there's, like, guess what? Game of Thrones Season 8, suck my dick.
Alright, yeah, fair. That's a good point.
Yeah. Like, I don't need a fucking, like, hunky-dory ending. I don't need everyone, like, holding hands, singing Kumbaya under the rainbow.
You know, that's why I'm happy CD Projekt Red delayed Cyberpunk again, because it's like the, oh gosh, what's the Mario guy's name? Wait, Miyamoto? That guy?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
The Shigeru Miyamoto. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad.
Pretty much.
So, maybe 7 years wasn't enough.
Well, dude, that's the thing, is there's no way it was done in 7 years. There's no way you took 7 years to work on this shit and then put that little care into it.
Maybe they put 7 years into the story and was just like, you know?
Well, it was like, probably 6 years of, like, the graphics, the sound design, that shit, and then, like, in the last month they're like, oh, wait, guys, we need a story. And they're like, alright, quick, let's get the monkeys and have them throw shit out of the wall and see what sticks.
My god.
I don't know, I'm fuming.
I'm glad to hear you ranting, to be quite honest with you.
I am just upset. I would like, because I really want to enjoy it. I really want to like it, but I can't. Because there's so much to like, but then there's so much to hate. It's like, why would you do this to me?
You know, it's okay, Dan.
Doesn't matter.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll be over there in a week. Really doesn't matter.
It's okay. All right. Well, segueing past, this week a lot of studios came out for shows and movie productions, and they're saying that they're going to resume filming at X time. Notably, like Jurassic World, I think is shooting for like August or or maybe it's July.
We don't need another Jurassic World.
Yeah, point being, though, is it seems like movie studios are trying to start shooting again as soon as they can. I don't really think it's the best idea, considering second wave is becoming more and more realistic. Like, it already is happening. It's just like, for some reason, our news is just not really focusing on that. Like, our actual confirmed cases have gone up by the looks of it, like a decent bit.
Yeah.
Yet places are still opening up, and they're like, what I think personally is that places are holding back their numbers so they can open up to phase 4 by the time like July 4th hits, so business can get so there's business going. Yeah. And then once that happens, there's just going to be a proper second wave, and there's going to be too many casualties.
Well, I mean, I think I saw something that we've had more cases in Florida in the past 2 weeks than like South Korea has had at all.
Yeah.
And it literally just comes down to like, our government does not care about people's lives as opposed to like saving us financially or saving the country financially, which is scary to think about, but that seems more and more to be how it is.
Mm.
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat of that shit where it's like we're not even on a second wave yet. Like this is still the first wave. It's just that we actually like shut shit down, but we're probably not going to again just because people are too afraid of losing money, which I get it,
I
but
mean, we'll have to though.
yeah, I mean, it's either that or just everyone dies and it's your choice. I get like at the moment we're projected to have like 2 million casualties by or no, 200,000 deaths I think by fall. It's not that
Great.
It's not that far away. It's 2 months.
No, great. Remember, this was gonna go away when it got warmer.
Yeah, the thing I love is Trump's logic of I told them to do less testing so that we'd have less cases.
I mean, it's flawless. It's actually a flawless argument.
It's really bulletproof. If you're trying to argue it, I mean, what ground do you have to stand on?
Mm.
But
Well, not a lot of ground, to be quite honest with you.
fair. I mean, regardless,
I mean, the world sucks. The world's dying.
it's just the way it be. Well,
It shouldn't though.
BTS is trying to fix it.
Big time. Sad is trying to fix it.
No. The K-pop version of Big Time Rush.
Big time sad.
But yeah, BTS K-pop group. You know them, you love them, but actually you might enjoy them more because apparently they've actually been doing a lot of donating for like Black Lives Matter movement, pandemic, and then I guess like they paid for like all their concerts that got canceled. They paid for the crew that helped like set it up and that shit. And I guess they've been doing this shit for like years now, and I've just recently caught on to it. So just wanted to give a shout out to BTS really quick.
Good for them. I mean, I don't know, like, and I've heard like Korean pop bands and groups are like treated like slaves. So like, good for them for still being like good people. Because like all I've heard is how bad that industry is.
Yeah,
Like when it comes to like treating their money makers. So good for them for not being cynical.
yeah. I mean, hopefully that is the case with like they have the freedom to be doing this, and it's not like, quick, we need to donate $1 million to save face. And shit
Well,
like that.
I mean, it's not like they came out as racist, right?
No, we can only hope at this point, man.
Ooh, maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to like soften the blow before it comes out.
Oh,
Oh,
no. It just
you heard it here, folks. First, folks, BTS racist? No, actually, I don't want to say that because they seem to be doing fine.
I'm not putting that on them. But
BTS, all the same haircut? Question mark?
Crazy.
That's what we should be talking about.
BTS use each member uses the same bowl. I love seeing like the Americanized version of like K-pop hair, you know what I mean? With like the part down the middle.
Sorry, I'm actually crying a little bit because the way you said they all use the same bowl. It's fucking true. It's like K-pop bands and esports teams all use the same bowl.
Literally. Well, I mean, K-pop stands have, or not stands, but like K-pop bands have evolved to have, they got like the part in the middle now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I love seeing that from like TikTokers.
Oh God.
It's adorable.
Word.
Not really. Those people on TikTok make me really uncomfortable whenever they like pop up on my Twitter feed or something.
I mean, as they should.
Because like they always have like the caption of like you're my little kitten and I'm daddy or shit like that. I'm like,
All right. Yeah. Get that away. I'm good. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, we can about wrap it up, but
All right. I mean, that's a good time considering we're talking about K-pop. You know.
Well, I mean, just a couple things going on in the world right now. Just want to bring to people's attention. Yemen's fucking dying. Like literally, the entire population of Yemen right now is dying. They are absolutely fucked. So I mean, there's a couple things you can donate to that I'll leave in the description. So look for that.
All right.
But like they're projected 18 million deaths. That is 3 times
That
the
is-
Holocaust. Apparently.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
I would say pretty bad. Arguably.
That is. Oh boy.
Yeah. And then there's been a lot of people coming out like accusing well, air quotes accusing people of like alleged like sexual misconduct, and then some people that are getting like trialed for it, like they have receipts and they're fine, so their career's fine. But then there's a lot of piece of shits that aren't. So fuck those people. And if you're someone that's like dealing with that coming out, God bless you. That shit's tough. We support you.
We do. And on that note, folks, that has been the Frying Pan Podcast, episode 56, or 86, sorry. Thank you for tuning in as always. We appreciate it. And you're listening to us now on any audio platform. We appreciate that. If you could leave us a like or a comment, that'd be great. And we have our social medias. The handle for both of those is the Frying Pan Pod. And we also have our email, which is inthepanpodcast@gmail.com. You can send us over any business inquiries or anything of the sort. If you just want to chat to that email, and we'll get back to you. And for the last time, folks, I've been Robert D'Onofrio.
It's also me, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr., and this has been the Frying Pan Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your week, have a great rest of your day, stay safe, and keep your friends in check.
Yeah.